7 episodes is too short for a season. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I am not a big fan of short seasons. I much prefer 10 to 12 episodes minimum to give us a good gnarly run. They definitely left us with a cliffhanger. I'm going to spoil everything here, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, you need to watch it first. So pause, go away, watch it, come back. You're good to go. Um, the end point here is getting to the theater, which in the game was a very traumatic moment. It's very traumatic in the show as well. Um, and then immediately following that traumatic event, we get a blackout, and then we're in Abby's point of view, and she's waking up and she's in Seattle, and it says day one. So it cliffhangs us for season three, which we already know and has already been confirmed. It's all going to be about Abby's point of view in the days leading up to the events that are at the end of season two. And if I had to guess, given the fact that the showrunners were just doing press the other day saying that they can't wrap it up in one more season, I think they're going to get two more seasons out of this, because if I had to guess, what they're going to do is season three is going to be all about Abby's POV up to the moment that was the end of season two, and then the fourth season would likely be the final season, and that's when we go from the theater to the actual end of the game. If I had to guess, I don't know how they would make it into 5 seasons. They could, I guess, maybe if they wanted to really stretch things out, but I think 4 seasons could wrap it up nicely if they're sticking to these shorter, like 7, 8 episode runs. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna yawn. It's late. I watched this late. It's already my bedtime. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm usually in bed at like 7:30. So, um, this one basically, it's Ellie dealing with the trauma of having tortured Nora, and then she reveals to Dina everything she knows about Joel and his massacring the Fireflies in the hospital, and this basically converts Dina's whole POV. And she's had an arrow in her leg, and she's like, we need to go home. Like, I did not, like, this is not, it's because given the story that she told Ellie about how she would have hunted that guy down to the ends of the earth who tortured her mom and sister or sibling, I can't remember if it was a brother or sister, and then her realizing that Abby is literally her, Dina is like, Abby is me, and now I'm helping Ellie pursue this person who is literally me. And she's like, I don't want any part of this. I want to go home. And so, she's injured, and this leaves Ellie with Jesse to go and find Tommy. And they're on their way. Tommy, they hear him on the radio. Um, he's, a sniper in a tower. The wolves are calling in reinforcements. It's got to be Tommy. But just as they're up in this ruined skyscraper looking out over the environment to see where Tommy is, Ellie sees the Ferris wheel and goes, Abby's there. And she just loses her shit. She's like, I got to go. And she has a confrontation with Jesse about her selfishness. And he's basically like, whatever, bitch. You do what you need to do. Good luck. And he's like, I'm going to go get Tommy. And so Ellie goes off on her own. There's also some discussion here about Jesse discovering that Dina is pregnant. Um, and, he shares a story about when he fell in love with a girl at one point in time. There's also a moment when there's a kid who gets captured, a Seraphite kid who gets captured by some wolves. And Ellie wants to save the kid. And Jesse's like, no, well, that's not what we're here for. 6 against 1. And Ellie throws that in his face at one point, saying, everything's cool when it's about you and your community, but what about that kid? You didn't want to help save that kid. You're just as bad as I am, just because he's not part of your community. Um, and it's an interesting point of view. Um, while all of this is going on, we've got Isaac preparing to attack the island, and I don't know how much they're going to show of that in season three, but um, they can't find Abby, and they decide to go off and assault the island anyway. And we kind of get a glimpse of this because when Ellie goes to steal the boat during the storm off of the docks to get over to the aquarium, she sees all the boats coming in with Isaac getting supplies, and then she's on her way over there in the middle of the storm and gets capsized by a wave, wakes up on the beach, gets dragged off into the woods by some of the seraphim. They string her up, and she's about to get gutted when there's all these explosions that go off, and the seraphim just dump her and run off to, face the wolves. I should not watch episodes late at night like this. Anyway, um, the confrontation in the aquarium is very brutal, and it's done very well between the two individuals and Owen, and I forget the other girl's name, and Ellie. And Ellie's like, Owen's like, we're not gonna tell you anything because you'll just kill us anyway. And she's like, no, I won't, because I'm not like you, because she's still feeling traumatized by having tortured Nora. Unfortunately, Owen tries to pull a gun on her, and she shoots him. It goes through his neck. He drops, and then realizes that it grazes the neck of the other girl, and she starts to bleed out. And as she falls over and bleeds out, she reveals she's pregnant, and she's like, "You've got to get the baby out." And she's trying to guide Ellie to take the baby out as she basically bleeds out on the floor, and Ellie doesn't. And then, as she's weeping onto the floor, Jesse and Tommy show up, and they take her back to the theater. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And this is when basically everything goes to shit. They have Jesse and Ellie have this a friendly resolution to their confrontation, and they patch things up sort of. They hear a commotion, they run out, and as they run out, Abby's there, and she shoots Jesse dead, which is really unfortunate because he had a really cool storyline up to this point. He was looking forward to being a father, and he was trying to do the right thing, and he's a good kid. And he's gone off the table now, and Abby's got Tommy on the floor, and Ellie's like tearfully, just let him go. I'm the reason for everything, you know. And Abby's like, I let you live. You killed my friends. Points the gun at Ellie, pulls the trigger. We hear the gunshot, but then everything goes to black. And then we get the POV shift, and it's backing up however many days to day one, with Abby waking up and Isaac is looking for her. So, it's been a long time since I played the video game. So I can't remember exactly what happens at the theater. I would have to go look it up, but I'm not going to because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I've got plenty of time to do a playthrough of the second game if I wanted to between season 2 and season 3 of the show. But definitely a cliffhanger. And hopefully they can get, the next season out quickly. Because, yeah, I don't like waiting. Nobody does. And it sucks if they're going to, make you wait 2-3 years in between everything. The good thing is, I don't think they will need Pedro Pascal for anything in season 3, because I don't think there's any more flashbacks with him unless they decide to just throw him in there as a cameo, which theoretically would mean scheduling would be easier for the rest of everybody else. So maybe they can get a quick turnaround for season 3. In any case, next season is going to be the POV from Abby's side of things. I'm also curious how much they're going to bring in. I remember there was the Seraphim storyline with the brother and sister who like escaped from the Seraphim or something. I don't remember exactly how that went. So it'll be really interesting to see how that comes together, and etc. So it'll be a while though. So in the meantime, we're done with The Last of Us season 2. I'm watching Murderbot right now, and of course reviewing movies with Chris. And as I watch new shows, we will bring them here and I'll review them. I know coming up in July, I've got season 3 of Foundation, and whatever else I come across in the meantime. So stick around, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, so you never miss an update. Let me know your thoughts on the season finale of season 2 down below. I'll see everybody in the next one.